Clearly, both Clinton and Obama are courting Edwards' endorsement. Mudcat, who do you think it's more likely he would endorse?
Well, you'd have to ask John that. I got off the phone with him this morning, and heck, I talked to him longer than usual. I think today John's really interested in, making sure that his staff is okay because, there's a lot of passionate people on this staff. But, I can't speak for John. I can say this, that being a Southerner, being a rural American who's been completely devastated by the trade policies of the Clintons, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that he does not endorse Hillary Clinton.
And why is that you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that John Edwards does not endorse Hillary Clinton?
Well, because I believe in the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, and I think that this thing is in violation of it. And like I said, that when I'm traveling now up through North Georgia, passing towns, and be going through South Carolina and turn over into the Appalachians, and everything looks like, Sherman went through it but didn't burn anything. I think that there's accountability involved there. And, for Hillary Clinton to continue to talk about the unintended consequences of NAFTA, they weren't unintended, they were unconsidered. We all heard about the giant sucking sound when they first started talking about this, and I just don't think the Clintons have been any friend, of my people out in rural America. They're obviously, not going to come down here and campaign in the general election.
Everybody in America knows the truth. Everybody in the 7th District knows the truth. We're now in the midst of a coin-operated government. And he's a leader.
When you say he's a crook, when you say that he's a thing you are alluding to that you said before, which I thank you for not saying on my TV show, you mean that he is taking money for votes? What are you accusing him of?
Well, of course he is.
Welcome back to Harbor. Well, one Democratic strategist out there claims to know the answer to the problems facing the Democrats, who may well be on the verge of a disastrous midterm election in which they could well lose the United States Senate. His solution, old-fashioned retail politics by courting red state rural voters and employing what he calls the Bubba strategy to appeal to the middle class. Veteran Democratic campaign warrior Dave Mudcat Saunders tells Politico magazine, quote, finding a way to identify with the Bubbas, Southern slang for people of limited means and less education, is not only useful but essential to the Democratic Party's future throughout the South and rural areas of the country. If the party wants to hold the U.S. Senate this year, let alone retake the House of Representatives anytime soon, it must travel again down many a country road, at least philosophically. That's Mudcat talking. A former Virginia state legislator whom Mudcat worked for agrees, saying, he taught me, Mudcat did, something that has been very, very valuable to me in politics. You can get a hell of a lot more votes with a good story than you can with the issues. So are Democrats better off courting the middle class by selling their personal storylines instead of their positions on the issues? David Mudcat Saunders is a Democratic strategist, and Sherrod Brown's a U.S. Senator from Ohio who knows how to win blue-collar workers, obviously, the home of the 2016 Republican. Mudcat, kill yourself now and tell me how you would be a cornerman for Hillary Clinton next time. A cornerman, a loyal cornerman, and help her get elected president. What would you advise her?
I don't know how to advise Hillary Clinton, to be honest, Chris. I mean, if you look through where I live and go to small-town Virginia, you go to small-town Ohio, it's the same thing. It looks like Sherman went through and didn't burn anything. And you look at the globalization, it's like Senator Brown made reference to knocking the top off the fire hydrant, and that's what they did, with NAFTA, CAFTA, and then we go further with favored nation, status for China. I mean, and why can't we have favored nation status for the American workers?
So let me go back to the Senator.
I think Hillary Clinton's a tough sell for me.
I mean, you think NAFTA and all these about the below-the-line people, they call them, the crew people that put those movies together. But my question to you is, the Democrats seem to think they can win all elections with David Plouffe, this genius guy who works for the president. Just get the minorities to vote, get the young liberals to vote, get liberals to vote, get labor to turn people out, and you don't need the white people. I mean, that seems to be the strategy, just pulling operations, a really good pulling operation, and the demographics which are going the Democratic way. You don't need white people. They're going to be a minority someday. That attitude, I think, does tick off white people. Your thoughts? And also, it costs you votes.
Well, the deal is if you come to my part of the world and, you get a white Bubba to vote for you, that's a twofer. And, you know, it's like I've said, you know, for 10 years, Democrats, my party needs to learn how to count. I mean, if I get a vote in Southwest Virginia for a Democrat, I don't get one vote. I get two because I just took one away from the
how about your
Republican.
vote? Who'd you vote for in the last governor's race down there? Did you vote for McAuliffe or Cuccinelli?
I wrote in somebody.
You didn't vote for McAuliffe?
No.
You didn't vote for the Democrat?
No.
Don't you like this show? Anyway, thank you, Mudcat, coming on the show. I had to get some information out of you. Thank you, Mudcat Saunders. We'd like you back.